We are the largest trade association in the United States. Boston REIA actually is the fifth largest chapter of the National Real Estate Investors Organization in America. So Boston has a very active and large group of investors doing deals. And we're quite proud of that fact. All right, so we like to start off with just some have, needs, and wants. Well, actually, let me make one before we get into this. We had a little hiccup with our speaker tonight, purely my fault with the speaker tonight. So we had to postpone the speaker component until next month at the same time, same place. So if you're only here for the speaker on the lead generation part, you don't want to stick around, completely understandable. But we do have some other things in store for you on the fly. And tonight we want to do our have, needs, and wants. So if you have a deal, you want a deal, you need a deal, or need, you also see a meeting chat on the side too. So if you don't want to talk and you want to put something you have in the text chat area, please do so. Make sure you put your name, phone number, and email in there. And then by the end of the meeting that will be a, a reminder to copy and paste that entire chat into your own notepad so you have that for future. That is one of the benefits of attending online because we don't send out the chat in the replay. Let's talk about the market update. Sarah, I'm going to pass it over to you. Sarah is our investor-friendly realtor. She is doing deals with a lot of our investors and helping them get through the maze of getting great deals and negotiating and processes across the board in many types of scenarios, from single family homes to multifamily, etc. So she has her hands firmly on this market and she can help you out. Sarah also is one of our Boston REIA volunteers who helps with our Home Depot program. So if you hear from her, it's probably to get you better deals or help you get your deals through the waiting room. I'm sorry, through the bidding room. So, Sarah, I'll
Absolutely.
kick it over to
So
you.
thank you. So I'll start first with the market update. There has been a lot of changes. One second. All right. And you can
Screen
see my
control. Yes, there
screen.
you go.
Okay, very good. So 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 as you know, between elections, between interest rates, between all that has been happening, it did take a big toll on the market. So I'm gonna start with what's happening. This is the market update, is something that is done daily. So as of right now, I mean, that could have not, because I know the Feds met today and they cut the rates like 0.25 uh, points. So this, I'm sure it will take effect on the housing market as well. But as of right now, it's 6.84. So we're up again to the high sixes. And the available days, I mean, the available homes on the market in Middlesex, Essex, and Suffolk counties are over like almost 4,200, which is a lot from last year. Last year was about the same time. It was 3618. So we're talking about 25% increase. Average days on the market is about the same. And the reason for that is between elections and interest rates. And when we go to the next slide, you'll get more info about that too. With that being said, we're still seeing some properties go under agreement and contingent. There are some price changes, and the back on market is not a lot. But again, the movement has not really been much. And for the weekly, this is a weekly report, so it has also went up. So for the average of the week, it's almost 6.8. So it went 0.07% from last week. I really, really like to see what Sam Potter says. He's the chief economist of Freddie Mac. Let me just move this here a second so you can read. So he said that mortgage rates continue to inch up this week. It is clear purchase demand is very sensitive to mortgage rates in the current market environment. As soon as rates began to rise in early October, purchase applications fell and over the last month have declined 10%. This is a 100% true reflection of the market right now, Duncan, what we're seeing, a lot less movement. You can have like a nice property priced nice, and then it still wouldn't get even a single offer. So this is has been happening. Yes, and it did start early October when the interest rates start to climb up, and then fast forward elections and all that, people kind of decided to take a pause with all that. So yes, things has been slow, and as you know, around this time of the year, anyways, it kind of cools off a little bit. So that would be for the market update as of right now. But I am hopeful that was. Mhm.
Okay, so I just want to ask a couple questions about that. So I think everybody's optimistic. Do you see at this point prices going up? Do you find more people, I know it's very early yet, who have been sitting on the sidelines but have a feeling that they're going to put an offer in now? The Fed's to make about another announcement that they're going to reduce interest rates. So, I mean, what's your general feeling of the marketplace personally with investors?
I honestly think things will get better. I honestly, that's how I think, but it is kind of like early in the game, and with that time of the year, anyways, you wouldn't see a lot of movement, anyways. But I really, really think that will be interest rates is gonna cool down again, it's gonna go down again. Uh, with now, so because things have not been moving as much, what's gonna happen now is there will be more inventory for buyers. I get buyers still call me like literally yesterday, someone called me from New York because my company had a listing there, and they wanted to place an offer on it, and they called me an accident. So, so what I want to say is there is movement, it's just not as much, and things is only gonna get better, I think, between interest rates, between things now settling with election, regardless to the outcome of it. um, Let me just try. I don't know. Are you getting these buzzes? Let me just turn off my phone.
Yeah, that's all
Are
right.
you?
Um,
Okay, I'll just turn it completely off. I silenced it, but my computer is connected to my laptop, so just let me just completely power it off. So I only think things will get better, which will ultimately means more sales. But with that being said, that will increase the home prices again. It's good news for the investors, not so much for the buyers.
okay, so let me ask you, or do you feel there's still deals out there right now? And if so, where are you finding most of the deals happening? A specific area or type of area, structure, what have you?
It's honestly, deals are still everywhere. We still see it like, in the very, very hot areas, like even up my way, North Shore and that area. And there are still deals out west, like Western Mass as you go past Worcester and all that. So there really are deals everywhere. And
Okay.
even the people that are not like in the, fix and flip business or like 100, like full-time investors, there is a lot of people that are just like getting multifamilies to just have the cash flow. And then with all
Okay.
type of loans, people are also
And then
buying them.
correspondingly, then with that, is the rental market pretty active? And would you know if rentals are on the market very long?
So rentals are very, 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 very super duper hot. And
Mhm.
that's because people have to live somewhere, right? So if they cannot buy, their only option is to rent. And because also like Section 8 and there is all like kind of government assistance, they are paying. So they are paying. So landlords are able to ask for this kind of money. Like if you have a unit to rent and you can get 2,500, you know, part of it coming from the government, part of it coming from the tenant, or you can get maybe 22 or 2,000 from a regular tenant, you're most likely going to go with the government. So that's what's kind of, and it's guaranteed money. So that's what we're seeing. Rent is very hot right now. And that's between like the DSTR loans and what's happening right now. What we're seeing is even the people that are not investors, they are trying to get to make some sort of investment, even just like buy a condo and rent it or buy something. It doesn't have to be like a big portfolio, just anything to rent out and cash flow on it.
Okay. And what would you say would be the average cap rate now for an investor in the Boston market?
It really depends. It's
I
kind of
mean, would
like
you
a
be seeing
wide
anything above
question.
8 or 9, or are they lower than, you know,
It's
5 per
definitely
se?
Well, it's definitely gonna be like really, really, a lot of factors will come to it, like the asset itself. But
Mhm.
but even the properties that are not like if even C properties and D properties are making money. So all landlords are really, really in a very good shape right now. And that's why a lot of people that are not even investors, they're trying to get like a side thing, whatever, to have some sort of extra income, even few extra $100 a month.
Yeah, awesome. Let me just
Yeah.
see. I think there was a couple people in the chat who had a question. Um, One was, I don't know the answer to this one. Are rates different for purchases versus refinancing? I don't have a handle on that one at the moment. Um, but what would you say would be the best market for rental? That comes from Daniel at the moment.
So it's definitely like up like anywhere Metro West area that you will get your most rental, like Natick, Wellesley, Newton, all that. So Metro West area will get you the most money. And
Mm.
if you come like the very kind of immediate outskirts of it, North Shore, South Shore, they get you the most money. If we talk like
Okay.
Weymouth, Braintree, Quincy, if you come my way here, North Shore, like really anywhere, again, surrounding to Boston, this is the hottest market. But
Okay.
the rent is high everywhere.
So Tarana just made the comment that she says what she's getting for cap rates are 5 to 6%. Zen Shan said that in one, a cash out refinance is about 0.25 to a half a point higher than the purchase rate. Okay, thank you, Jen, very much. Good to know. Sarah, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you work with investors and what the benefit is to, when I got into business, it's like, oh, I got to find it. I'm not really a big realtor fan, to tell you the truth. I got to find it, but you got to work with you got to work with realtors, but a lot of realtors never understood what deals are. What they thought was a deal was never a deal. So
Yes.
why don't you talk about the benefits of getting to know a investor-friendly realtor and what that means and how that can help your business and why you should be in their
So
back pocket?
yeah. So definitely like, it's just think of the realtor as like a doctor. If, we'll probably like now if we have this sort of a cough, we can take this but sometimes it's more than that and sometimes it can get complicated. And you just to be like, ah, I should have just went to the doctor at the first place. The realtor is just no difference. When you work in numbers, numbers don't lie. So it's really easy to just like have someone who knows their numbers forward and backward, knows the area. And from there you can make a decision either to buy, to sell, to move on. So just going into something, knowing what you're getting yourself into it ahead of time, I think this is just half of the battle. So, and and I think like having someone who's very experienced who can provide that info is very, very valuable because it saves you a lot of time and money. And you're gonna make your mistakes no matter what. So at least eliminate them as much as you can. And that would be one of the tools.
Okay. Next question, very quickly before we move on, is has Massachusetts, the real estate association, figured out a way how they're divvying up seller buyer commission yet? Or the different brokerages having different strategies, how they want that applied? Because I'm hearing and seeing that on the buying side, they've made it like, well, you request what you want now, and then the realtor on the seller side has made this a part of the negotiation process now, what they're going to pay out to the buyer's agent. So what are you seeing?
So right now, on the MLS, we're not supposed to say so like how much the seller is willing to give. But what we can do is that we can say seller is offering compensation. So that's what we can do. Now, if you have like a website or you have a email blast or something, you can say the seller is offering 2%, 3%, whatever. And you include that because it's outside of it, of the MLS. So that's representing the sellers. Representing the buyers, we write in the offer now. So we say, okay, well, this is the offer, and then the seller will have to pay that much to the buyer's agent. And there is still a lot of kind of ways that you can do it, even if the seller is not offering compensation. It
Okay.
still can be
So
done.
okay, just want to expand on this a little bit then. So when the buyer writes his offer, he's writing it for to include the buyer's compensation, which now becomes negotiable. And later on, have you seen that buyer's like, oh, he guy only offered me 1.5, maybe 2%, but the guy on the seller's agent ended up taking 3, 4%. Have you run across that yet? Sort of scenario.
Oh, so you're saying like if the seller is offering 3, 4% and what I wrote in the offer was 1.5, and how
Mhm.
I'm gonna like, yes, you're out of luck. So if you do that, you're out of luck. So
Okay.
eventually we make things work, but we like I would always work with my buyers to be like within their budget and to be affordable and make sure they wouldn't lose the house. But no, like I don't think I bumped into like a seller who would like offer like 4% or something to the buyers. I haven't seen it even when that before that happened.
Careful, it's happening. It's
Is it?
happening. It's happening. So
I guess you can ask
I,
me
I
then.
I just want to say this is another reason why you need an investor-friendly realtor understands what do we need to do to get it done. And I'm seeing realtors even have to negotiate on commission now to get a deal done. That's a little bit more flagrantly, I guess, than before.
Yes, right now you have to have an agreement in place with the buyer before you go out and show houses or put offers or anything. And once you find the house, that's when you write it in the offer. You say, okay, well,
Okay.
that's
So I'm going to make this to all investor as an all investor question. Because you need that piece of paper signed now before you look at a house.
yes.
Um, does that have to be an exclusive only contract or could it be only for the house? How do you address that to investors who want to go look at properties?
So in Massachusetts, like we can do it like house by house. Yes, but I mean, I personally wouldn't do this because it's just like if I'm committed with someone and I'm putting a lot of time and effort for them, I don't want to just do a house by house. But you
Okay.
can. Yes.
Okay. So they shouldn't be as scared to sign it. But Les
No.
Rodriguez made a point here. you have to educate the buyer very clearly on what's going on and be crystal
Yep,
clear at this point so you don't get yourself in the crap.
of course. Yes.
All right. Thank you, Les, for that. Awesome. Very good. So let's move on. And thank you, Sarah, for the market update, our investor-friendly
Welcome.
realtor. You want to put up your slide, I guess, when you
Yep.
go back. I have it also up. So I'll just
Sounds good.
let me just do this here. Let me take over control again. Let me figure it out
Mhm.
again, guys.
I
Um,
think you just share your screen.
just share the screen
Yep.
is here. Okay, let me go back to share. Right. And go. Close it down. All right. Sarah, let me go back to your slide, make you big here. Okay, there's Sarah. There's her contact information and email. So I do suggest that you write that down and just shoot her an email or a text and tell her what you're looking for. Because Sarah keeps a pretty big investors list, actually sellers and a buyer investor list. So she can definitely set up alerts for you what you're looking for and have a conversation with her. It's good to talk to people in this industry, especially when you're new, so you become more confident. And that's again another reason why we have the Boston Real Estate Investors Association for you. So I want to bring up the subject of money. We have many local business partners who are money providers, from banks to hard money to private money to just proof of funds. And we're going to be talking about another way we're raising money tonight for deals in Boston, which you can be part of. We'll talk about shortly. But when you go to our website and you log in, all the contact information is in the members area, what they need and are looking for. Not all lenders are the same. So, and there's no reason you can't speak to all the lenders and play them off of one another. Um, just a trick. We're shopping around for the best rates. So I would suggest, looking at our lenders, private lenders, hard money lenders, everything we got, and seeing what can become the best deal for you, and that's inside the members area. And guys, if you already are lending money and you want to get in front of our 5,000 investors that we have throughout Massachusetts, shoot me an email. We have many advertising options available for you. But we're going to talk tonight about fractional. So if you go to our front of our website, and if you're looking for funding for your deals, you'll go to this side of the presentation. We're going to just go. Of course, I just dropped it. Here we go. Wrong one. Let me go back. Shut this down again. And it'll say invest with us. And that will take you to our new application called fractional. So if you don't have a lot of money to get into deals, you only have 5,000 and you want to get involved in other people's deals as a lender on a small amount, you can do that. Or if you have a deal and you want to start putting it out to other Boston members to contribute to this deal, minimum investment again is $5,000. Put your deal up there, and then the background of the app takes care of all the documentation, very transparent of everything going on behind the system that's required by the government to make sure you're doing these deals above board and fully compliant and transparently. And we have a little reward when you do that, invest with us, and you go sign up and create your profile and you create a little introduction for yourself. Is that you will earn points the more you interact with people in the post, and this activity leads to getting your membership fees paid and earning some other pocket change that way, because we want to get you in the habit of networking with our other investors. So we're rewarding people to do that, taking a look at the deals, et cetera. So I invite you to do that. Now we are expanding that once you create your profile there. We are going to open it up nationally because we have, I don't know, like 150 REIAs across the country and over 50,000 members, maybe it's 100,000 members now, um, across the country where the deals will propagate through those other investors and the other REIAs and the public as they join to see these deals too. So your chances of getting your deals funded are very, very quick. So instead of taking a month or two to fund your deal, it could literally take a week. So that's the idea behind fractional app and making sure all that compliance is done for you. You just interact, go get deals, we get them funded for you, and make money. That's what it's all about. So again, it's right there on the front of our website. Invest with us, and we'll go from there. So let me just go back to share here. Where's my PowerPoint again? Give me a second. All right. So I'm going to be handing the screen back to Sarah one more time because we have many benefits of becoming a member of Boston REIA besides some of the ones you've just heard about. And one of our biggest ones is our Home Depot Pro Extra reward program. So Sarah, can you, I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to hand it over to you
Absolutely.
once again. And so I was just going to run through our Home Depot program.
Yes. Um, can you see my screen?
We can.
Okay, very good. All right. So let me just move this here. All right. Well, welcome again. So Home Depot is really, really one of my favorite benefits that we have here with Boston REIA. The reason for that is because Duncan and Kelly have negotiated a fantastic deal exclusively for our members. So if you would walk to um, Home Depot and you would sign up for Pro Extra, you will get discounts, but you will get more discounts and you get more benefits if you did so through Boston REIA. Uh, uh, so this is a presentation that I'm going to go over the benefits that are available exclusively for our benefit, for our members. Think of this, this is basically a rewards program. So it's not a credit card or anything. This is just think of it as like CVS rewards or Shaw's or Stop and Shop or any of these stores. Basically, the more you spend, the more you get in rebates and discounts and stuff. But they have a very specific system, very specific way to get their benefits. So all of our members, they earn 2% rebate biannually on all purchases they make. But they have to spend $5,000 as a minimum spent per period. And Home Depot have set rebate periods. So it starts January 1st until June 30th, and then July 1st until the end of the year. So we got couple months. So if you join, you got those couple months. You still can get rebates if you're able to spend $5,000. Basically, Home Depot sends you a Home Depot gift card on all the rebates that is under $1,000. $1,000 or more, you get a check. You can just put it in deposit in your bank. And normally the checks get mailed out within 60 days from the closing day of each cycle. So always make sure that your mailing address is up to date with Home Depot so you wouldn't lose your rebates. Another thing, our members, they started the gold tier with the paint. So let's say you signed up tonight and you're working on a project that requires paint or only paint, right? Let's say we're in the last stages and you only need paint. You go and you get the 20% immediately, right at the checkout. This has nothing to do with the $5,000 minimum spent. You sign up today, you get the 20% at the gate, right at the checkout. So, and how it works is just like as I was saying, it is a rewards program. It requires a phone number, it requires an email, just like CVS or anything. So how it works is we take the information that you use to sign up with Boston REIA, And then we take that information and we create an account for you. Or even if you have an existing account, we work with that account to match Boston REIA, and then you get all of your discounts that way. So so how it works is that at the checkout, you just enter your phone number at the PIN pad before you swipe your card, and then you get the discount. You get the 20% on the receipt. Now, that program, it let you register uh, really up to six things. Like you can register a credit card, a payment method. It lets you register a certain payment method. That could be a credit card, a checking account, a PayPal account, a reloadable gift card. There is like six of them, I think it was. And there is no limit, there is no cap to how many credit cards or accounts that you can register. So, but only these cards or only these accounts you are allowed to use to get the 2%. So let's say you put a Visa card and then you went to the store to make purchases and you have a MasterCard and used it, you will get the 20%, but you're not going to get the 2% rebate. So the only way to get your 2% rebate on all the purchases is to use the payment method that you have registered on your account because it is linked to your account. Another thing great about that, not only that you get the 2% rebate, but you also can track your purchases for up to 24 months. It's not like year by year, but it's 24 months. So let's say we're November, you can go back to November of 22. So you go back 24 months. The 20% of paint is applicable to stains primer of a gallon or more. Doesn't apply to quartz or spray or any of that. And then also our members can get up to 20% of select Hampton Bay kitchen and bath cabinets. That's if you purchase 10 or more cabinets in a single transaction. And how it works is that they get 10% from National REIA and 10% from Home Depot, and both discounts are stackable with any other store discounts going on. So you at least guarantee 20% with the Hampton Bay kitchen and bath cabinets. Is the slide moving? Okay. Another fantastic benefit that you could use is the bedroom or the volume pricing program. And how it works, it's very, very attainable. All you need to do is prepare a list of large items that's going to cost $1,500 or more in a single transaction. Bring it to the pro desk, have them prepare a code for you. And after they do that, ask them to send it to the bedroom. Within a few minutes, it's just going to come back with all the applied discounts. That goes for up to 15% that you can get back the bill with up to 15% discounts applied to it. And we're going to use that registered card or registered payment method to pay for the items. Then on top, you get the 2%. So you get anywhere from 0 to 15% at the checkout, but the 2% that gets accumulated after the 6 months set cycles. And you get that as a form of a gift card or a check, as we discussed earlier. So you're at least, so you got both. You can get up to 17% with the bedroom. Those numbers are actually updated. Duncan always send me the new numbers to update that. So those are real numbers. So in the past 6 months, Home Depot paid to our chapter members more than $500,000 on average of about $1,500, 50 per member. So the $1,500 alone could easily in 6 months in just one cycle, you get rebates that could like buy you like membership of like, I don't know, 4 years, 5 years, something like that. And please notice something. This is the average rebate. So what does that mean? There are members that actually made more. So earlier this year, I had a situation. So I had someone signed up. They have first to go through the process, go through Duncan or Kelly, and then after that, I get their information and I reach out and I get them squared away with Home Depot. and then they start earning. So I had that gentleman, and I didn't. He came to me as a new member, and I reached out, and he's like, "No, you already. I actually already set it up a year ago when I first joined." And I checked, and it looks like it's still active. I actually just got a check for over $1,800 for my second 6 months of Pro Extra. Of course, I got his permission to, to show this as a showcase. So we do have members that actually earn more than that $1,400. So this is just an average number. It just like, we don't like, unless they say, we wouldn't probably know, or I wouldn't know. So
Sarah,
our mem
the checks were just issued this past week. So
oh,
if you
okay.
haven't got your check yet, let us shoot us an email or wait another week. But you should have been receiving your check by now,
Mhm.
and still very healthy. Uh, Checks coming, members good. Obviously, if you're a rehabber or landlord, they probably make much more sense. But right now, Home Depot just started their early Black Friday sales. So if you take their Black Friday sales and our stackable coupons and discounts, literally you're saving a ton of money this month particularly because Black Friday sales are always the best in the industry. So since these are stackable, if you got something to buy it now.
Yep, 100%. And the great thing about that, Duncan, is that there is no cap. A lot of cars, they say, okay, well, your maximum spent is that much, and then after that, you switch to a lower tier or something. With Home Depot, sky's the limit. As long as you're spending, as long as you at least spend $5,000, you're making that 2%. You're getting that rebate, and there is no cap to how much you'll spend with them. So
Hey, also
if
to mention just very
Mhm.
quickly on that, remember
Yep,
Home Depot also has price match. So if you're shopping at Ace Hardware or something, take it to Home Depot, they'll price match it too, and you get your discount. So just
100%.
wanted to throw that little nugget in there.
Yes. Yeah, very helpful. Yes. And so I think it only makes sense to just move forward with a membership. It pays, it overpays for itself. Uh, Kelly will take a fantastic care of you. That's her number. I would highly suggest you take a screenshot or a picture of your phone or something. Send her a message even now, before you forget and get busy or something. Send her a text, say this is so and so. Give me a call or shoot me a text. The process is very simple, very quick, doesn't take time. Just as a quick application gets your name, your phone number, email, just very basic. Once the payment is processed, she sends me your info, and then I take over, and then we do this together. My part is very simple. We do it directly from the Home Depot website, so I don't have any like magic website or anything special. It takes like 10 minutes, and then you start earning. And that's it. It's very simple. It's absolutely one of my favorite benefits. It's simple. It's very profitable. It's very effective. Um, why not maximize the benefits? Those Duncan and Kelly made sure to have those benefits available for our clients. So go ahead and just maximize it.
All right, awesome, Sarah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Deborah asked me, people don't know about the bid room. How does the bid room work? So I'll show you. I'll share with you one way to do it. Of course, you could always go into the pro desk. They have an area there, and you could have them give you a quote on everything. But make it easy for them is sign up for your pro account first. Put in your code, and then everything you want, put in your shopping cart and give it a job number, so you can keep track of it. And then they can actually go in there and see what you want, and they press a button and it sends it off to Atlanta where the bid room's located. And they'll come back with the better pricing for you. Or you could sit there. Like if you want all new appliances, you go back to the kitchen department and you sit there, tell them quote, quote, quote. Now send it off to the bid room. You can do it that way too. So, any other way, Sarah? I guess you could do it on the phone if you
That's
wanted to.
No, you said it Perfectly perfect. That's exactly how you do
Yeah.
it.
So it's very
And
important that you
Deborah,
have a
if
pro account.
yes, yep.
Mhm.
And Deborah, if you
So,
still have questions, other like any follow-up questions or something, feel free to unmute yourself and ask them.
awesome. Okay, Sarah, thank you once again.
Of
So,
course.
when you get your new membership, Sarah will reach out to you within a couple days to make sure you are squared away. So let me
Yep.
just go now. And again, did we talk about price on that thing? Hold on, let me just get the price up here. Let me talk about one more benefit very, very quickly. That Just entering waiting room. Could you admit that person into the room while I'm doing this? Okay. We have not only a mentoring program, but we have a mentoring program that we do in conjunction with what we call Life and Air, which this is open to all our members. It's a work balance um, mentorship program that we've arranged with Life and Air that you get free access to. So we have monthly meetings, we have group calls, we have events all across the country every 3 months to make sure not only your real estate business is functioning, but you're making a life balance for yourself more than just work, 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 work. So if you haven't set that up yet, just you'll see the email address here. Just tell us, hey, give me my login, BostonREA at lifeandair.com, and you'll then get the login to the Life and Air program. So that's one of the goodies we have for you too. So with that in mind, let's talk about so we have tons and tons of benefits for you that far exceed the price of the yearly membership. So a single membership is $320 per year for single, and couples, networking partners, whatever arrangement you want to call it, two people, it's 450 together combined.
Duncan, you
There's
need
the
to share
number
your
to
screen.
call, or you can go online and do it at Boston Real Estate Investors Association.com. I want to make sure when you go to our website, though, that you sign up for our newsletter, for our monthly updates, that you're getting everything you need in a timely basis and alert wise to do that. So, like I said, go to our website, text Kelly for how to join.
Duncan,
Now,
can you please share the screen again where it shows
oh,
the
I didn't share
membership?
the screen.
No, it
Goodness
wasn't shared.
gracious. I'm like a first timer here today. All right. So, share. Let me go back here to our Life and Air program. Let's get
Yes.
here we go. Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is our Life and Air program. Here's our dashboard. There's the email address you want to send off to.
If you
So
want to do a slideshow, if you want to
do a
click, yeah,
slideshow. We'll make it really
yeah, so
big.
it's
Okay,
bigger.
there we go.
Yes.
There we
Thank you.
go. I think that's as big as I can get it.
Yes,
So there we
perfect,
go.
perfect.
That's the email. That's your dashboard. A whole lot of goodies. You'll get on the schedule. You'll get all the downloads. You'll get access to group calls, the mentoring program, etc. Highly recommended. Um, I like it very much. So that's included in your membership, along with all these other goodies in here too. So we got a ton of discounts. We have software to use to find, just really dig down into data across different to the neighborhood level all across the United States about real estate investors, where the deals are, etc. So, guys, it's a really no-brainer considering it's also a tax write-off. So, with that in mind, again, here it is, the number to text, our website, Boston Real Estate Investors Association, and the price for a single person, 320, single as in one person, 450 for a couple, could be partners, what have you. Um, and I think the next thing that we were going to have tonight, but I truly messed up in the timing with her, different time zones and that. So we are going to be having her next month now instead. And that is my fault for the wrong time zones and the commitment that she made to set aside for us. So, with that said, I want to just share my other screen and just give you a little synopsis of what she's going to be doing. And hopefully you can hear this from Jared and Jen.
This is going to be the best video about real estate lead generation that you're ever going to watch. I'll tell you right now, guys, most of you are reaching out to the wrong people. We're all taught to reach out to sellers, right? Wrong. Stop reaching out to the same people as everyone else. I know that sounds crazy, but I have a really great solution for you. Hi guys, I'm Jen Green. I'm the creator of Great Deals First. And with Great Deals First, you can tap into an untapped lead source that generates inbound leads. Yeah, you heard me. Inbound leads at a fraction of your current marketing budget. Say goodbye to cold calling, to competition, and to chasing leads. Real estate investors, this is a game changer that you've been looking for. Let's revolutionize your lead generation strategy together. I made $96,000 in 90 days on my last real estate deal. Tell me, would 96 grand in 90 days change your life or your business? Hi guys, I'm Jen Green from Great Deals First, a revolutionary inbound, yeah, you heard me right, inbound lead system that produces stellar results for me and my students. Real estate investors, this is a game changer you've been searching for. With our proven system, you can unlock massive profits and take your business to the next level. Join me on this journey to financial freedom and knock the socks off your new lead source while you do it. Click on the link to learn about Great Deals First, and I'll see you there.
I think she has a lot of interesting things to say. I have always said in this business, finding the deal, I think, is the hardest part. There's a thousand ways to create to structure a deal, but there's only really a few good ways to find the hidden deals, and that's really very important. And becoming a master at marketing and relationships is really what's going to grow your business. So I have rescheduled her to speak next month. I sincerely apologize, but that is for next month now. So if you do have any questions, please feel free to raise your hand, and I'll be cutting the meeting short tonight, very short, to only an hour. But I want you to feel that we have met some of your needs and questions. And Tarana, I think I'm going to ask to unmute here, and you have a question for us.
Yes,
Okay,
hi. I have a question about the membership. So is the membership that is standard membership for couples and individual, do they have the same access to everything? Because I see when I'm looking at your website, it gives me more option for the couples where it gives less option for the individual, or is it the same?
Well, there it is the same, but you'll get two people allowed to access the material.
That's the only difference,
So
right?
yeah, that's really the only difference. And our events, obviously, a member gets one ticket, two members get two tickets. So if you're coming to a live event or an in-person meeting, you would get both free. But if it's you're just attending online, then and you're not going to use the mentorship programs or the live things, then there's no reason to do the two.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Are there any other questions? Yes, you are in the from at Amin. Yes, you are in the right meeting. I screwed up with Jen, wrong time, and just just a little miscommunication on my part. So she is going to come back next month. Well, I should say she was. Um, we couldn't get the time straight between what I put down in the email to her and that. I travel a lot and I put down the wrong time. So my bust. The computers, when you travel, don't change the different time zones as you do. And yep, just I have now gotten it straightened out with her, so she's coming next month to speak. So I put it into the chat, a video of what she's going to be teaching. She has a phenomenal lead generation methodology. Um, and it's really not used much. In the old days, relationships were everything, and then it seemed like everybody was doing some sort of direct mail or web scraping. Um, and there are softwares out there that are using AI now to help you figure out and pinpoint would this person be um, possibly a lead source, but Jen has something totally different. So I invite you all back for next month. Um, to hear Jennifer. And in that, so the meeting will be cut short tonight because I don't have a speaker, and we found this out at the last moment. Um, but if you do have a question or want to share your have, needs, or wants, I see some people have posted in the chat, and I am going to recommend that you copy and paste everything that is in the chat to your notepad. Daniel, for an example, has a two-family in Brockton, and like to 1031 exchange that into a large multi. Anthony is working with an investor who is looking for large acreage to build homes on. Let me see what else we have here. We have cash out refis. Um, okay, so there's a couple halves in there. So if you're somebody in the real estate space that has a vendor, if you're offering services like a title company or something like that, you want to bring it to our attention. Now's your chance to do it before we close off. All righty. Well, okay. So at Amon Smith, I do wholesaling. How do I get in touch with rehabbers in the Boston area? Well, you want to obviously become a member of the Boston REIA Association. You can post your deals online. It's in our system. We have a post your property deal here. And that will give you access to rehabbers. We do have property alerts that go out. If you were looking to finance that deal yourself and fix and flip it, we do have our new fractional app on there. But you're definitely in the right place. If anybody does rehabs in the room, I'm in here. Why don't you put your phone number and email in the chat, and people can contact you. So let me see. We have one new message. That was 10. That's
There
our.
is a Facebook group as well, Duncan.
Oh,
There's a
Sarah, of
Facebook group
course,
as
we
well.
have our social media. We have, duh. See,
So
yes,
you can
we have
post
not only a
there to
Facebook
connect
page,
us.
we have a Facebook group. It's a little sloppier sometimes because people aren't Facebook's not well organized, I think. So you have to scroll, 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 scroll. So that's why we like fractional, and you can actually do your funding there online. But yeah, join our Facebook group, Boston Real Estate Investors Association Facebook group, and you can post your deals in there. Now, I do approve those posts, so if you're spamming it, I'm not going to let it post. But if you're offering something of value, it will get posted within 24 to 48 hours. Um, and there, Daniel does rehab. Awesome. All right. So we have a contact going on now. We have a wholesaler with a rehabber. And I tell you what, rehabbing, you make a lot more profit. And rehabbers tend to concentrate more on making the house nice than they are in marketing. So number one, congratulations to Daniels for stepping up and meeting a rehabber on here. But yeah, let the wholesalers do some work. And wholesalers, you deserve your price too for what you're bringing to the table. Just be aware of the money that rehabbers want to make. So there we go. Anything else before we close off tonight? Okay, well, in that case, next month then will be lead generation, building partnerships. There's Jen's picture, and I look forward to seeing you next month. And I um, um, apologize once again for the mix-up, but we'll get her on stage soon. So
And
yes,
Duncan, excuse me, let's remind everybody to copy and paste the chat so they have that information afterwards.
there you go. All right. So, guys, thank you very much for showing up for just the hour. I appreciate you. Get your membership going, and anything that we can do for you, questions about, please feel free to email us at bostonrea@gmail.com, and we'll get back to you within 24 hours. So, thank you very much, guys. Appreciate you, and keep up the good work. And we have a new year coming up, a lot more opportunities. I'm very optimistic that everybody can be successful in 2025. And now's the time to lay the groundwork and get your system set up, so you can share in that success. All right, guys. Well, have a great evening, and look forward to seeing you next month.
See you in December, everyone.